everybody. Today I will be teaching you one thing that many students, Japanese, Korean, Taiwanese, or even Filipino or non-native foreign speaker students are very confused about. That would be about there versus it. Now, what they do, what happens is students usually substitute the word there for the word it, or the other way around. They sometimes use it instead of there. For example, they say, it is a school. If you say it is a school, sure, it's a right sentence, but you have to know whether it is the first time you talk about it or the second time. Because if you talk about it for the first time, you should not use it, but instead use the word there. Alright, now let's go to the basics. Let's look at there. Now if you say there, let's remember three things. First, it is used to say that something exists. So the keyword, this is the keyword. If you don't know what keyword means, look it up in your dictionary. So if you say that something exists, you can use the word there. And then, for example, you can also use it. You can also use the expression there with the expression you can see. You can substitute or you can replace it. Like, let's see here. What do we have here in this room? On this table, there's this, how do you call this? This is like a container. And then, what do you see inside this container? You can see some balls, right? So you say, you can see many balls inside this bowl. Or, you can use the expression there. You can say, there are a lot of balls inside this container. Another example. On this table here, there are a lot of things, there are various things that you can see. You can see a mug, you can see a cassette player, or you can use the expression there. You can say, there is a cassette player on the table. There is a mug. And here we have a paper bag. Let's take a look. What do you see inside? Now, you can see a rose inside the paper bag. So you can say, there is a rose inside the paper bag. Okay, so there is a rose inside the paper bag. So let's get that down. So again, it's used to say that something exists, or it can be used, it can be replaced by the expression you can see. So you can use, you can say, you can see a man outside, or there is a man outside. Okay? Now, let's go on. Let's move on to it. We use the pronoun. It is a pronoun. A pronoun is a word that substitutes for a noun. If you mention something already, okay, let's say, it is used to talk about something that was already mentioned, or it was previously it has already been talked about, you can use it. So like I said here, there is a school. So there, here, we talked about it for the first time. We talked about the school for the first time. Second time, I will talk about the same school. I can use it. It is a nice school. You get that? So again, there is a school. This is the first time. It is a nice school is the second time we talk about the same school. Okay, now, on the board I have 5 examples. So I want you to see where we can possibly put there or where we can put it. Okay, let's see. Blank a flight at 6 p.m. Is it first time or second time? I think it's the first time, right? So we say there is a flight at 6 p.m. Now, what is our noun? What is our noun in the first number? Our noun is flight. Flight, like when you take an airplane, so you have a flight. So the flight here is our noun, and we can substitute it by using it. Okay, so there is a flight at 6 p.m. It is a non-stop flight. So it here and flight are the same thing. However, I just use it to represent or to just as a substitute. Okay, the word is substitute. So first time we mentioned it, second time we mentioned the same thing, flight. Okay, number 2. I'm not going to buy that shirt. Which is correct? There is too expensive or it is too expensive? I think it's obvious. Our noun is shirt. I'm not going to buy that shirt. Our noun is shirt. So in that case, I already mentioned it. Second time, I cannot use there, but I will use it. It is too expensive. Okay, let's go to number 3. Let's imagine this is person A and this is person B. Person A said, "What's that building?" And person B says, "There is a school," or "it is a school." Our noun here is building. So we already talked about it for the first time. Second time, of course, we will use it. What's that school? It is a school. What's that building? It is a school. Okay, going on to number 4. Blank a school near here. Is it first time or second time? I think it's first time. So you say, there is a school near here. Okay, lastly, number 5. Blank a restaurant in this hotel. It's also the first time. So we use there is. Okay, let's do a recap again. There, something exists, and talk about something for the first time. It, we only talk about a noun that was already mentioned for the second